"Load the ballistae," the captain called out across the deck. "We'll run her down and take her for our own." Only 6 months ago, Matthias had been a carpenter's mate on a merchant ship out of Neverwinter. It was an honest job for an honest wage. But then, his ship was waylaid and boarded by the pirates in whose company he now found himself. Matthias knew it was always a possibility. Piracy was not unheard of even before the war that drew away the focus of the coastal powers. But even as he watched the long rods of iron pierce his ship's mainmast, it did not seem real to him. It was just another day on the ocean. "Aye, aye, Captain," he yelled back and made his way to the bow. He found his crewmate already cranking one of the weapon's levers, so he grabbed the other and assisted. He could not explain why the captain had given him mercy. Most of his original crew were killed in the initial assault. The others were left on the ship as it was scuttled. But for some reason, he was allowed to come aboard the pirate vessel and sail under her black flag. At first, it felt strange. He had been a scrupulous sailor on a well-disciplined ship, and now he was a scallywag on a pirate vessel where the men were often drunk. "Remember to aim up a bit before you fire," his crewmate reminded him. "She'll drop about a foot before making contact with the mast." This would be his first time firing the ballista, and he could not help but ponder how far he had come in just 6 months. The first time he had attacked a ship, he felt sick to his stomach. Those men had been just like him. "I had no choice," he had told himself. "It was either this or the captain puts a sword in my belly." And so he followed his orders, with barely noticeable hesitation. And after the loot was sold in the moonshades, his cut made him more money than he would have earned in the whole year sailing honestly. "We still talking about the ballista, or that winch in Nyanzaru?" he smiled. "You daft bugger," his crewmate chuckled back. "Focus on the job if you want to see that lovely lass again." He no longer felt bad about raiding merchantmen. The freedom, the money, the drink, and the company that could be purchased with the money, that was all he cared about now. Any sailor who got in his way, well, that would be their mistake. The two men finished loading the ballista and leaned over the railing to get a look at their prize. It would be some time yet before they overtook her, and so Matthias's mate began whistling a tune. A regular occurrence with this man. It was a pleasant ditty that Matthias had grown quite fond of. He'd even put a few words to it over the months that he began to sing under his breath. "What's that, lad? I can't hear you." "Nothing," he said back quickly. "Just humming along to your tune." His crewmate nodded as the whistling started up again. Just another day on the ocean.